everybody, it's Pupmeister, and today we are going to be making a slime farm, a super easy slime farm. And you are going to require a swamp, which is exactly why we are in this location. Now, I have my Elytra with me, so I'm going to be flying over just to give you an idea. You kind of want to stay away from little spots like you see behind me, which is not swamp. It's like a tiny little flower biome or something back there. And in the distance behind me there's a mangrove swamp. And you don't really want a mangrove swamp either because there's so much more dense and you'll just need so much more clearing to get a proper farm going there. So it's better to find a regular swamp like you see behind me. And you want a nice flat area. And if it's not covered in water, all the better. So let's get started. You can also see kind of a witch's hut over there. So that's a nice witch farm, but you don't really want to create your slime farm near any witch huts either. So here we go. There is the mangrove swamp, and like I said, very dense, so you do not want to go there. So over here, this is a massive swamp here. And if you can pick something maybe with water beside it, or anything that's like really flat. And I like this location that I've picked here because there's very little water here and it's pretty flat. So we're just going to have to clear some trees out, maybe fill in a little bit of water here, but you kind of need a 30 by 30 area. So this should be perfect. So here are some of the things you're going to need. You're going to need 5 gates and you're going to need 4 fences. And you want to make them any kind of wood from the nether. In this case, it's crimson, but you can any kind of wood because lava is going in here and you just want to make sure that they don't catch fire. You're going to need 8 magma blocks, a campfire, a hopper, 2 chests, and then I'm going to make a water pathway for the slimes we get up to the roof so that you don't have to go into a tunnel underneath in order to get your slime. But if you don't mind doing that, then this is all optional. You will need a couple buckets of water though, either way. And of course, here's the bucket of lava you're going to need. You're going to need 1 slab. Again, it can be anything, but not something that catches fire. I'm going to use some glow lichen to light it up a little bit so we don't get any other mobs spawning. You can also use candles if you so desire. We're also going to need an iron golem, so you're going to need 4 blocks of iron and a carved pumpkin to make your iron golem. I'm using a whole bunch of tinted glass on the roof so that when we are in our AFK spot high above, we can look down and see what kind of slime is spawning in our farm. However, you're also going to need a ton of building blocks of any kind you wish. I guess at least 18. And I also even have a couple more just in case. And I'm using some scaffolding in order to get way up to our AFK spot once we get that far. And then last but not least, there's a few other items you're going to need. You're going to need 2 signs, 1 block of ice, 1 dispenser, 1 hopper, 1 redstone, 1 redstone repeater, a redstone torch, about, I don't know, you don't need 32, but maybe 10. It depends how high the water elevator you create for the slime. So all of these items here are basically for the water elevator. So if you're not doing that, then I guess this is all optional. I suggest a spyglass just so, you know, when you're way up in your AFK spot, you can look down and see what's happening in your slime farm. And as far as your AFK spot is concerned, you might want a door, and you probably want to make a glass floor so that you can see through it. So like I said, the first thing you want to do is just clear everything. And when I mean everything, I mean even the plants, whether it's grass or flowers or what, it doesn't matter, but we're going to have to clear everything. So I'm going to start on the trees because they're probably going to take the longest to despawn and completely disappear. So I'll start that first, and when I've cleared the area, then we will come back for the next step. Now that we have cleared everything, now you want to start flattening things out. So if you have any like little hills like this or little ditches, or I think over here we've got a little bit of swamp down here, and then it goes down a level. So anything like this, flatten out. So anything you take from over there, you can start putting in over here and filling all this stuff in. And when I'm done doing that, we'll be back again. Okay, so at this point, I have flattened out and created quite an area here, probably much bigger than I need, to be honest. You want to find the center, wherever you want to make that, and put down your slab. So it doesn't really matter where, you're going to be going out 13 blocks in every direction. So keep that in mind. You might be wondering what these dirt blocks are here. I just kind of very roughly kind of made sort of the edge where the walls might be, but these are not accurate. And they were just kind of giving me a rough idea. Okay. So now that we have our slab down, we want to dig 4 blocks in every direction. Okay. Just like that. And last but not least, there we go. And then we want to actually go down 4 blocks in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to, of course, clear all this. Oops. Did it again over here. All the way around. I think I did too much there. And this area is actually where we're going to trap our slime. So just clear this out, and once this is cleared out, I'll be back. Okay, so I am done. It should be 4 deep, and we should have the slab right above you. Now, right under the slab, so right here, you want to put a temporary block and make sure it's right underneath the slab, just like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is basically where our wall is going to be. So as far as our system is concerned, to bring us our stuff, it will have to be right there. So I'm just gonna pop down here. So for now, until we dig down for our little cubby hole to our chest, we'll leave that for now. So let's grab our fence, and you want to put the fence right on top, just like that. And then on top of this, whoops, are you gonna be that way? Okay, so let's crouch and put a block on top of the fence, just like that. Okay, and now you want to put another fence on each side of this temporary block. All right, just like that, and then you can get rid of the temporary block. And now this is where you want to place your lava. So just to be safe, it's probably a better idea to place the lava from above as opposed to below. But you're basically just going to place it on top of the fence, not open the fence, but place it just like that. And now we have that. And then you can break that temporary block as well. So things should basically look like this. So do remember, these need to be nether fences because you don't want this to burn. That would be bad. Okay, so right underneath this, you want to dig a hole and another one and another one. So you want to go 3 down, just like that. And then remember, we are going to make our trail this way. So just going to break that so we can come down here. And I'll just replace that with cobblestone for now, just for now, okay? And then we want to dig this way, all the way. Now the problem is, I don't think I dug far enough down, so this could be a slight problem. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in theory, perfect. Look at that. So I love when theory meets practice. So this is where our water elevator is going to go to bring all of the slime that drops in here. It'll go down here and shoot up to where we are. Now, if you don't want to do it this way, because I'm going to put this on the roof so that when we come down from our AFK spot, and you can actually extend this right up to your AFK spot if you so desire. I'm just going to put it to the roof so when we come down, we can just access the chest right at the roof. But if you don't want to do that, you can just make a little tunnel like this, put some stairs or a ladder down here, trap door maybe to protect it, and then you can come down here and access your chest right here. So if that's the case, you want to place your chest, a hopper going into the chest, and your campfire right above that. And you would just come down here and access your slime just like that. And you wouldn't have to do all this. I just want to make it a little more convenient, so I'm going to put it up on the roof. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm actually going to, I want to come up here for a second. So I'll just dig up. And just so I can place the campfire. Okay, I'm going to just place that campfire down like that. And then I can break the block underneath. Okay, so you'll see it here. So now that we have the fireplace in, we're going to require the dispenser, and we're going to need the hopper. So as slime balls sit on the campfire, they will get sucked down into the dispenser. Now the only other thing we need now is a timer. So let's see if we can get one set up here. We'll need a spot there, there, and there, I believe. Okay, so now take your redstone torch, put it there, your repeater, put it there, and a piece of redstone there. Okay, and that will go on and off, and as this gets filled with slime, it will shoot it forward. So basically, at this point, we have to block that off. In fact, let's just completely block it off. Why not? I need to go get my water. Now, you probably want to make an infinite water source, just so you won't run out of water. So just dig a little 3-spot like this, and then place one of the waters in that side, the other water in this side, and now you have an infinite water source. And we have to put our water down right there. And then we want to bring this down one more and break this block, and then things will automatically keep flowing right to here. So I just went and made some signs, and you're just going to put the sign on the side of the wall like that. I don't really show it here, but you're also going to want to place another sign on the wall above the sign you see here. And now you want to just dig this hole out and place the ice right below the sign as you see. And then here you want to place, of course, the soul sand. And then you're going to have to place a block to block the water when it starts coming down. And don't forget, under this block, you're going to have to place a second sign. So 2 signs above each other on the right. I know I don't show it, but you need to do that here. And the rest can be done from the top. So let's get out. And for now, well, not for now, for good, you can just fill that in. Okay, now that we are this far, you can break the blocks all the way around the campfire like that. And this is where you want to put your magma blocks all the way around. This will help kill the slime. And the next thing you want to do is open all of these gates so they become invisible, and larger slime will just run right into the lava. Okay, so make sure all these nether gates are open, just like you see there. Okay, so that is pretty much how our collection system here is looking so far. Now this is where you want to use your infinite water source. You're going to put 4 buckets of water down, 1 in each corner. Okay, just like that. And then we'll go out and we'll get 2 more buckets of water. And we'll put 1 in that corner. And last but not least, in this corner as well. And now you can take whatever soil or dirt that you have and fill in this little stair step that allowed you to get up. So if you look from the top, you'll see that these 4 buckets of water are all forcing the slime right to the middle. So they will either die in the lava or the magma blocks, campfire. It's all right here. That's what's going to take them down. So the next thing we want to do is put Mr. Iron Golem down. We're going to need some dirt just to get over there for the moment. So don't get too close here. There we go. Okay, so you want to place your dirt block on top of the slab. It's actually going to be floating, as you can see here. All right, so you want to grab your fences and you want to place one there. You want to crouch just so you don't fall into your own farm. And you want to put the fences on each side. Why was I having trouble with that last one? Okay. And again, you want to make sure these are nether fences just so they don't burn. You know, if you got lava going on right there, why take the chance? So now we want to put the iron golem here. So let's build up for a second. And you want to build the iron golem. And again, you probably want to crouch. You don't want to be falling into your farm by accident. You know what I'm saying? You could probably come down one. So now that you have the T, before you place the carved pumpkin head on to create the golem, you want to take out that temporary block over the slab, okay? And then you want to put it on, and he should just fall right into place, just like that. Look at that. You saw him drop a little more when we got rid of the extra dirt there. So he should be standing right in the middle, just like that. And he should be basically stuck there now. But what he will do is lure the slime into the trap. Okay, so that's what he is all about. So now you're basically going to want to grab your building blocks because we are going to start building the walls that surround our farm. So if you want to just kind of match up with the center there and then count 9 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the 9th block is where you want to put the wall. And hopefully that block is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, that's good because that would have been trouble. All right, so let's go over to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And last but not least, same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And now you can basically just build them until they match and put them all together. So let's build the very first, the very first layer in total here. And I think I'm just going to, for now, I'm going to put a candle here, or a torch here, just so I know where my water source is, like for my elevator. And there we go. So that is going to be the overall size of our slime farm. Now, if you want, if you're going to be on a certain side, like maybe when I eventually put another portal in here, maybe I'll take out some of these blocks and replace it with the tinted glass, just so I can look inside. But for now, I'm just going to make the roof tinted glass so that when we're up in our AFK spot, we can look down and see what's going on in our farm. The walls are not that important to me. They can be blocked, except like I said, maybe when I eventually put a portal in, I might want to, I don't know, take out 9 blocks and just put in tinted glass just so I can look inside. So, before we continue with the wall, let us grab the lichen. Okay, so glow lichen has a brightness of 7. So it's not quite bright enough to deter slime, but it will prevent other things from spawning in your farm. So now we have to talk about where we are going to place the glow lichen. So from the corners, go 1, 2, and 3, and you want to place some glow like in there. So basically on every side, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you've got 4, just like that. And then you want to match the middle here and come right out and place one against the wall, but even with the golem, okay? And you also want to put one in every corner. So once you do the first one, come on over, place one in the corner, then find your middle over here, place another, come to the corner, place another, find your middle, right there, go to the corner, and last but not least, find your middle again, and the corner, okay? And that should be enough to prevent other things from spawning in here and just have your slime spawn. And now for the monotonous part. We need to finish our wall. And we want the wall 5 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to have to be that high all the way around. And that's why we have a crap load of blocks. And remember, these can be any kind of block. It seems I didn't have all cobbled deep slate. I have a whole bunch of basalt as well. So I'm going to use this basalt for the last level of my wall, just so, you know, it looks the same. And that is 5 levels. And you know what? The basalt actually made a nice little crowning touch to the wall, didn't it? Made it look actually kind of nice. I like that. I didn't even plan on it, but look how nice that looks. And the last but not least thing that we have to do is now put on a ceiling. All right, so it's 25 blocks by 25 blocks. And if my math serves me correctly, that will be 625 blocks. And I just have a calculator here. Divided by 64 is 9 3/4 stacks. So for the roof, just place a block. And like I said, in my case, I'm using tinted glass. Then you can get rid of that block because we really just want to cover it like this. And there we go. So completely covered, we have our roof. And we can look down and look in to see what's going on. Now keep in mind, if we're too close, like either walking around down here or just right on the roof, you probably won't get anything spawning in here because we have to be further away. And that is what our AFK spot is all about. But now that we have our roof, we can actually finish our water transportation system, which I think is over here. Okay, so we're going to need more building blocks. And we can just drop down. And that's all we need. We don't need 5 blocks all the way around, unless, of course, you want that look. I mean, it's really up to you. And then we have our basalt. Do I want to continue it? You know, this is something special. So we're going to do this. Okay. Something like that. So from here, you're going to need your hoppers, you're going to need your chest, and you're going to put the chest basically right here. Just like that. Double chest, and the hopper will go into the back of the chest right there. And we can build it up on each side, just like that. And then pour the water, and that should have gone down. Oh, it's... So one thing that you will need is some glass, and I might as well use the tinted glass and place it right there. And that can go. All right. So you're going to need a tinted glass here. Now, why do we use glass? Because you can still open the chest if you use glass. Okay. And now the last thing we need to do is make all of this into source blocks. Okay, we are back with some kelp. There was no ocean nearby, so I actually did have to go back all the way to my base, and I just quickly grabbed a stack. We're definitely not going to need a whole stack, but just place it all the way to the top. There we go. And now we can just go all the way back down and break it. And woo! Up we go. Okay. And then as a finishing touch here, I'm probably going to need a little higher yet. And just for the heck of it, I think I'm going to put, I guess I'm going to need one more block just to place them. There we go. All right. And that way it can shoot up. It won't fall out. It'll get trapped in here. So that should be our water system. So in order to build our AFK, you want to go to the middle of your farm. And I guess we'll just use these guys. And you want to go, I would say, about 80 blocks up. So we've got 64 of these scaffolding, so we might as well just keep on going until we got all 64 going there. So we need, I guess, another 16 to get to our 80 level. All right, there we go. So let's get on up. And there we have our first slime. And it looks like they're dying nice and quick. So I'm just going to fly down very quickly and check that our collection system is working as it should. Oh, look at all the slime down there now. So as you can tell, it's working great. And let's see if it is collected. Oh, you can see them popping in here. Oh, the two from before. And look at that. 45 slime already. That's a pretty short time. That's really good. So I've literally been up there, oh, I don't know, 5 minutes probably. If you want to be generous, say 10 minutes. I've been up there 10 minutes. And look at that, we've almost got 2 stacks of slime balls already. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is a really super easy slime farm. I don't think you can get easier than this. And the chest is right on the roof. You don't have to go in a tunnel underneath or anything like that. So I think this is a great rendition of this farm. So again, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.